2, 1.
83 years old.
All right.
83.
Yeah.
What's going on with the world? I am Ron Zay Jordan, and this is my grandfather. Family legacy. It's a history. It's more than honor.
All right, brother.
More than honor.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So Ronze, you wanted to ask your grandfather about some history, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
I wanted
okay.
to know where was our family originated?
Georgia. Just right out of Atlanta.
I can do it.
Right out of Atlanta. I left there when I went in the Navy. And then went back. Not to stay.
Uh-huh.
Went back to visit. You got an auntie down there. I got a sister down
Mm-hmm. And what's her name, Dad?
there.
Carolyn Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, he was asking me, he said, Dad, you sent me a picture of, I think it was my great grandfather. I said, yes.
In the studio.
Uh-huh. And when's your dad from, Dad?
He's from Alabama.
He's from Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
He's a big time preacher before he died.
That's deep. So what made you join? You said the Navy.
Yeah, well, you want to know the truth. Mother was taking care of 4 kids. My dad wasn't around. And I started working when I was 5. Running errands for the neighbors, working downtown in department stores, going to school. And even in high school, my free period, I'd go downtown and work. And then that's how I provided for my mother and my 3 sisters. And when I became of age, I went to the Navy.
And was you the only boy in the family?
Mm-hmm. That's it, brother. I damn near raised my 2 younger sisters, even though we 2-3 years apart. But they looked up to me to provide for them.
Yeah.
Ronze, I have a question for you. Do you know their names?
No, sir.
And why don't you ask your grandfather?
I have one of these sisters.
Loretta, Marie, and Helen. Helen passed a few years ago.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. So what made? Do you know what made everybody come to this side of the map, down from Georgia?
Me. After I got discharged from the Navy in Long Beach, I sent and got my mother and my sisters, brother. We used to live on 19th and Lewis. Mm-hmm.
Right there in the hood.
Right in the hood, right behind the school.
Yes. And Ronze, what do you know your grandmother's name? Great grandmother. His mother's name that passed away.
Mary, yeah.
Okay.
So
So
I
we-
got pictures of all of them.
Yeah.
Students.
Yeah, we're getting this Jordan legacy right now. I just ain't no camera man because I need to be sitting right there too.
Well, I
So-
came to Long Beach in 58.
Yeah.
Then I started my business in 59.
Uh-huh.
And then I worked for the Navy ship.
Okay,
What was your
Dad,
first business?
there we go.
First business was auto detail. Yeah, wasn't nobody doing that really in Long Beach because all the trade-in cars that went to the car lots that went down Long Beach Boulevard, I got most of those cars to do the engines and do the polishing, tires, and clean them up and take them back. Put them on the line for resale. And then when Long Beach Car Wash came in, it just pumped me out because they came in doing a job cheaper than I could do because they had money and I didn't. But they wasn't as good as I was.
Yeah.
So I got pissed off with them and I started doing janitorial work. I was making like $200-some thousand a year back then on janitorial work. But no sucker was hiding from me. They waiting. Yeah, I've been waiting on the corner on 19th Street. Come and get me. I drive down there and they would be nowhere to be found. After I offered them part of the business, they didn't want to do it. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I tried.
Yes. And so what was your next business venture after that, Dad?
Well, real estate, I did real estate for years. I was the first black, me and Nina had the first black mortgage company in the state of Nevada.
Well, Dad, I would like to take you back just a second too, because when I was a kid, I remember that you had the biggest Jack O'Lane's cleaning contract in Southern California, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds like some multi-million-dollar stuff. I want to get that in there.
I made $200,000 a year then. That was back in the 60s.
In the 60s. How much was you making, Dad?
200,000.
A year in the 60s. Okay. It's equivalent to about 2.5 million now. Yes.
You're right.
Yeah, absolutely. So, this is why I'm saying this and I'm bringing these questions is because I always said that my dad was my hero. And his story, that the way he came up in his business ventures and his ideas and whatever he stepped into, he's always did his best. Okay, Dad, I'm back to you. Okay, now you was back into your real estate that you was.
Oh, when we came to Vegas, I came to Vegas. And I had a great business in LA. But I got tired. I managed band and we put out records and stuff. And all the rappers came to me first.
Uh-oh.
Very first, because I had a studio. And I thought, well, they don't do nothing. Nigga talking shit.
Right.
And I wouldn't record him. And he's coming to my backyard in Compton. I had an acre down
Yeah. Oh, man. Hey, let me step. I'm talking about beautiful, fly.
there.
Backyard, secluded swimming pool, had tall bushes all the way around, tucked in the ranch style. Oh, we were super fly, man. He always kept them. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to have sometimes
Yeah.
200 people at my
Yeah.
backyard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Little party.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah.
follow me around even
Yeah.
to picnics. And I said, okay, give them a picnic. Everybody had a long block I lived on. They would fill that whole block up with cars.
Yeah.
How did you get, so known? You know what I mean?
I've been out there like him. Been out in the street meeting people.
Just
I
meeting
had,
people up in LA.
When I had Compton Cable came in, and I had a show there. I had pictures on the show.
So you had your own
TV
talk show, TV
Yeah.
talk show.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That was one of the first. That was Compton Cable. Compton Cable was the first cable company
Right.
in Southern California.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you see where some of this come from. He's been musically inclined. He like to be around. I know what's something I want to ask about him that I know personally though. But that's when you're rapping, the music, the business, music, mind, and that moving around. That comes from that man. I want to say I remember coming to your house and you had some celebrities on the wall. I would like you to just a little bit. He wasn't just they was coming to the joint. That means
They
house.
was coming to my party.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
George Foreman and I ran together.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We ran together when he became Heroic. We ran together
Mhm.
for 3 years after that.
Yeah. Yeah. Had a picture right on the wall. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, man.
Oh, he still got it. How about that? Yeah. Hmm. So when you came out to Vegas, and then you married the beautiful wife, and you guys had your real estate business out here, correct? Let's touch back on that a little bit more, please.
Oh, well, Nina had just came back. She lived in the islands for a while.
Mm-hmm.
She just came back
Mhm.
to Vegas when I moved here.
Right.
And I was working with a friend of mine that had a recording studio.
Mm-hmm.
And Nina sang. She was
Yeah,
singing
oh,
on
I
the
know,
strip.
like an angel.
She was singing on the strip.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, she came by the studio and I met her and said, shit, I want this. And I got that.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, right.
But
Mhm.
we knocked around
Yeah.
and went in the studio and then she was singing
Yeah.
in the lounge shows.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on I told her, I said, well, I got a background in real estate. She do too. So we own the mortgage company.
Right.
Was no other black owned mortgage company in the whole state of Nevada.
Right.
And Nina was a lot lighter than she, kind of a little darker. But she had blonde hair, she looked like a white girl.
Right.
That was the only way I got those. She did all the paperwork.
Right.
And once we got the office open, the state came by to inspect my office.
Mhm.
And I'm sitting up there, Ed Jordan on my desk,
Yes.
and this white dude's mouth fell open. You Ed Jordan? I said, right here. Right here.
Yes.
And they wanted to suspend my license. They wanted me closed. And they turned all the black people against us in the city.
Wow.
We had to start going out of the city
Right.
to bring in clients.
Right.
Because we did real estate and mortgage.
Right.
We did both.
Mm-hmm.
We was helping black people get better loans because they was giving them high interest rates loans and just messing over the black people.
Right.
And Nina and I, we put pamphlets together to give those black people, to tell them what kind of loans to get and what not to get.
Right.
And try to get rid of the loans they had.
Right.
Because black people were brought to Vegas to be servants.
Yeah.
Because when I first came to Vegas, they didn't allow black people in the hotels.
Wow.
I'm serious. Sammy Davis Jr. and all those cats were performing, but they had to live on the west side in some black person's house.
Mm.
They couldn't stay on the strip.
Wow.
I'm serious, man. When I first came up here, I got an invitation when Caesar Palace opened
Mm-hmm.
because I had a business and they was inviting business people to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Leo, you know Leo,
Mhm.
he passed
Oh, yeah.
away. And we came up here, and I'm looking around. I said, "Where are black people?" Because everybody's up vacuuming floors and dusting walls and shit. And they said, "Well, we not allowed on the strip." I said, "Shit," because I'm from LA. You know, LA was prejudice, but not like that.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, a couple of years later, they opened the Moulin Rouge, which was a black hotel, the only black hotel here,
Mm-hmm.
and it stayed open 6 months.
Wow.
That's all.
Mm.
What happened? All the good entertainment was on the strip.
Right.
People were playing up there, but they couldn't live there.
Right.
They couldn't be a guest. And when the band shut down on the strip at 12 midnight, they'd go to the west side and play. And all the white folks used to follow the musicians. And them white folks said, "Oh no, this ain't gonna happen." Then they shut down the Moulin Rouge, so there's forced and integrated the strip, so there's forced the black people to come to the strip. It's a long story.
Okay. Yeah. I'm glad you're sharing this history. You gave me some news I can use because this is definitely staying around. Yeah. I'm posting this. It's going to the channel. Yes, it is, sir. Well, yeah, we got, let me tell you, you got a very interesting story, Dad. So you just hurry up and take your time. I got
I'm gonna
time.
tell you something. We bought this house. You couldn't go past Wallapata, next big street up there.
Mhm.
Wasn't nothing in but desert. It was 34 years ago.
Mm.
Yeah. And then I started selling houses up here to black people, and they hated me
Mm.
because all the black people came to Vegas to buy property and was taking them to the west side.
Right.
And I bring them up here.
Right.
And boy, they
Was this
said,
the
"Well,
Summerlin Lakes area? by the
Yeah.
way? Okay.
oh man, I've been looking for houses in Vegas. I've never been up here. I know you ain't because you got a white relative. And they ain't gonna bring you up here.
Right.
And there's a guy who's still on the house on the end because Barry White's mother was living
Oh, yeah?
there. Yeah,
So Barry White's mother lived on the end of it.
right at the end, glass house.
All right.
And she passed away.
Okay.
But we were only a handful of black people up here.
Right.
That was it.
Uh-huh.
And we caught hell. And go back a little ways, I got a call, and this hunter was on the phone and calling me all kind of names and shit.
Yeah.
We're gonna burn you up. We're gonna blow your office up. And I got, I'm from the hood. Shit.
You're right.
Went down to my office. Me and Nina. Nina had one or two. I had a couple over here. Turned the lights off.
You mean tell me y'all had to get gangster back?
Oh shit, yeah.
What?
And I'm sitting there with the lights out.
Yeah.
The car drove by and they called in the office. I mean, nigga, yeah, huh? I said, yeah. I said, but please do me a favor, call the police. Because me and Nina get in the police car because you motherfuckers gonna be dead.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they left me alone. They thought it was crazy.
Right.
And then they turned the blacks against us.
Wow.
Man, I was on the elevator with a young brother.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a tie on, short sleeve shirt in the summertime. And we was coming from the 6th or 7th floor in US Bank.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "How you doing?" I said, "Fine." And he said, "What do you do?" I said, "I'm in the mortgage business." He said, "Really?" He said, "You know a dude from LA named Ed Jordan?" I said, "Yeah, I know." He said, "Man, stay away from that motherfucker." He's a slick nigga from LA. I started laughing.
Yeah.
So when I got down to the lobby,
Uh-huh.
I gave him a business card.
Right.
And he looked at it and he backed up in the elevator. I said, "Let me tell you something, brother." I said, "A couple of years ago, I left your ass in this elevator."
It's real
I
tough.
went outside and called the police and told them to come pick your ass up and take you to the hospital because I don't want to kill you.
You're right.
And I went outside and I called Nina and I told Nina. Nina said, "Hey, come on." Because at that time, I had a temper.
Yeah.
I said, "Let me come, be cool." They want me off the street.
Right.
And we had spies spying on us in the bank, the escrow office.
Wow.
It was spying on me, man.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I had a white chick who was working for me. She started a mortgage company in my name.
Wow.
She did. And opened her an office. Put her sign outside Southwestern Mortgage. That's my company.
Right.
And the way I found out she did that, I got a check from escrow, Southwestern Mortgage. The runner brought it to my office instead
Right.
of hers.
Right.
It was a big check, man. It was a few $1,000s.
Yeah.
I said, thank you, motherfucker. So
Yeah.
I drove over to her office, me and Nina, boy, they could see it. I'm mama sitting up in the office. And I said, this check is mine.
Yeah.
But your address is on there. She got mad. I want my money. I ain't getting shit.
Mm-mm.
And I didn't give it to her.
I don't blame you.
But anyway, that's just a few things happened to me up here.
Right. Right.
You know, LA was bad enough. But,
Right. Mm-hmm.
I didn't, nothing like it here.
Right.
And
Right.
Vegas is still
Wow.
pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's still the same.
Well, Mr. Jordan, let me see.
Mhm.
And it, look like you have sufficed and come past all the adversity, if you ask me.
So what now?
I said, look like you surpassed and come past all the adversity, if you look at
I'm
me.
supposed to be getting interviewed by Mike Vincent. I'm talking.
Okay, well, no, this is going to be a whole hour interview, so we got some cut-ins. Okay, back to the conversation.
If you could rewind time, would you do anything differently?
No. The only thing I would do different is get a better education, that's all. Because I've learned, even though I've moved up in the ranks and what have you, I had several businesses, I was approached by the mob, everybody wanted me to work with them, I said no. The only thing I do different, I would get me an education in business, which I had to learn the hard way. But had I had the schooling behind me, there's no telling where I would be.
Mm-hmm.
There's no telling. Like me and Nina,
Mm-hmm.
me and Nina could conquer the world, back in the day, because
Yeah.
we just had a lot going.
Yeah.
And we was hated by a lot of people here. Yeah, I let it bother me because I'm from the street, man. 19th and Lewis.
All right.
19th and Lewis.
Yeah.
I bought in '72. Remember the Jaguar I had?
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
bought a brand new Jaguar.
Yes, sir.
72 paid cash.
Yeah.
No dope money. Cash business money.
Yeah.
And then
Jones
I
clean,
started
too.
recruiting all these youngsters in LA who was selling dope. I said, look, man, I'll help you start a business. I'll help you start a business and do something. Ain't nothing but washing cars. I don't care. Incorporate so when the police follow you and run your tax, they can see you got a job.
Mm-hmm.
I said, most of y'all going to jail because you don't work.
Mm-hmm.
You want a Maserati and you can't spell it.
Right.
That's the way I would talk to the brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And they appreciated me, man. I mean, they would find me when they got ready to do something, talk to me about it.
Mm-hmm.
And those are things I like to do.
Yeah.
But life has been good to me. I'm 82 years old. Life has been real good to me.
What sign are you? Which is
I'm Aries. Well, I'm on the cuff of Pisces and Aries.
Right.
I was born on the 20th on my birth certificate, but my mother went in the hospital on the 20th. They had me after midnight, so it was 21st.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, I celebrate both of them.
Right.
Just to tell you, I should celebrate my week.
Yeah, oh man, yeah. Yeah, you should, man. We had some good times, man. I can honestly say, man. That's why I love my dad. We've had some really good times together, man. Yeah.
But, I used to get so mad with this. That boy had everything going for us.
Tell me about a little bit about my dad's
Your
childhood.
dad was very smart. 18 years old, he managed in one of the biggest restaurants on Ocean and what was that, Atlantic and Ocean. And the little brother, he was this real little skinny cat, managing this big restaurant. I was so proud of him too. And he saw he found out he had a gift for gab, and we all know from now on.
It's like that. He was a great, huge influence on his life.
Well, you know one thing, I tried to be, man. I tried to do the things that was right, and I wanted it my kids will look up to me in one way or another, But I was very proud of Vincent. I always have been. Not always liking what he did, but he wouldn't ask me for no money.
Hey, it's my dad's, man. I love it. So, yeah, I'm loving this here, man. I'm gonna record this for like about an hour, Dad. So we got about 30 minutes.
So what made you remodel this beautiful,
Well,
beautiful place?
it was the house is out the walls and everything you see. My wife is a decorator too.
Yeah.
So she said, Ed, I want to just kids left. We want to get rid of all this stuff. Because all that was closed in up there. We cut that out, and all the bedrooms, everything been redone. We put a studio in upstairs.
Yeah.
There was my office down here, and I gave her my office, so she put the studio over there.
So you got two offices?
No.
Do you use this one?
My
Is
office
one
right there, yeah.
right here, which is a very nice office, by the way.
The old studio.
To go back through there, yeah, with the artwork.
She's recording right now.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, we'll take a look at the office later because I am so excited to have us 3 generations here for one thing. You know what I'm saying? And which is a rarity,
Yeah.
And so I'm just trying to celebrate this, man. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I'm just glad to be around this long, man. 'Cause I have a bunch of grandkids to see them all.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder about you guys. You was staying here for a while. Man. It was your brother.
Probably was my brother. Yes, my brother.
Yeah. And we didn't have any connections at all. Even though I don't even think Vincent knew where he was living, but he knew he lived here. And
Yeah.
my phone number hadn't changed in 35 years. So I know everybody know my phone number. So I said, hell with it. They'll call me if they want me. They don't, then they ain't gonna call. So I didn't worry about it. But time have a tendency to bring a change in your life.
Yeah.
To give you a good example, when I had this last surgery, 2 surgeries on my head, the doctors told my wife I would never talk again. I wouldn't recognize her, my kids, or nothing. And then they was gonna put me in a room where Nina couldn't come and visit me because I got a daughter that's a full doctor. She run Kaiser. She run Kaiser, one of the Kaiser hospitals in Orange County. Not Orange County, not past the Riverside County. And so she flew in from Hawaii. Flew up to the hospital to make sure the doctors was treating me right. And between Nina do research on every damn thing coming in this house. She had research on it and stuff, and she was telling me, no, you can't treat my husband like this. And he's gonna talk, and he's gonna walk. And this is what happened. Just like that. When I first came home, I laid in that room. Nina had turned that room into a hospital room, in the hospital bed. Everything I had in the hospital, she had in the room. That staircase right there, the chair right there that goes upstairs, I had that before I left. Just like God knew I was going to need it.
Mm-hmm.
The VA put that in for me.
Right.
$2,000. But I needed it when I came home.
Mm-hmm.
But I never would have got it upstairs.
Right.
But God's been good to me.
Yeah.
But I tell you one thing, and you, Vincent, all the kids, you need to stop and realize who is your friend. Because
Right.
a lot of people live on false representation. They're your friend as long as you can help them. But time for you to get help, they don't know you. You know. But just watch. How old are you now?
26.
26. You have a long ways to go. Just make sure you don't shit and step back in. And make sure that, and I always told Vincent, let's get a woman smarter than you, but a woman that will work with you. Because if your woman ain't smart, she don't know what in the hell you talking about when you come home. I work my 8 hours, I don't want to hear that crap. A woman is a great help to a man.
Yeah, I see. I can tell the connection as soon as I came in. You know what I mean? Every stand-up man definitely has a strong woman.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when two minds think better than one.
A woman is a helpmate, but a helpmate needs to be smart.
Mhm.
You know, because you can go out the street and get any kind of woman. Don't give a damn if you get sick or not. You got some money?
Hmm.
Yeah. The thing about it, life is good to me. Life is good to me. And I also had it, and I hate that because we was getting, our bond was getting closer.
Yeah.
The things that God takes away, like He gives.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
How long have you guys been together now?
37 years.
37 years.
37.
36.
36.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't even live to be that old.
And you've been located out in Las Vegas for how long?
30. We've had this house. Well, I was coming back and forth to Vegas, but actually relocating to Vegas, 36 years.
Like a day, so around the same time frame. So y'all been into it from the beginning before, you know, say anything was even possible. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, because we was kind of trailblazers, man.
Uh-huh.
They would plant spies in my office. Police would come in my office wired up, trying to get me to do improper loans and stuff.
Wow.
And I could smell a cop.
Right.
I said, man, get out of here.
Yeah.
Go down the street some goddamn way. And that's the way I would talk to them.
Right.
Fuck out of here.
Wow.
You know, I throw them
Wow.
in my mouth. But,
Yeah.
you know, not
Wow.
I'm a badass, but you're going to respect me.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
so. But anyway, you're supposed to be talking, answering me questions, brother. And
That's
I'm
right.
doing all the damn talking.
Yeah, so you said y'all been together for 36 years.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And y'all met. How'd you guys meet again?
We met, she was looking for work singing from the strip. So she had just came back from St. Martin. And I was in the music business. And one of the guys that had hired her to sing for him at one of the hotels, he introduced me to her. And then I was the president of the studio at the time. And she came over there to do some recording and looking for some work. And I was there when she came.
Like a day. So you started your music. You started getting into the music while you was down in Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah, years and years. I managed bands down there for 20 years.
What made you want to get into the music industry?
Because I love music.
Like a day.
And another thing, too, because a lot of the young cats kind of looked up to me. And it was the first band I managed. They came to me, Mr. Jordan, we need a manager, man, that we can trust. So I started working with this one group. And then, you know how words spread.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you need to talk to Ed, you need to talk to Ed. And then they was telling me, man, we need a manager. You know, because a lot of cats are messing around. And they would come to find me. You know, then I hook up in Hollywood. My nephew Ken, you know Ken.
Hmm?
I used to take him up there when he was a youngster. And he learned how to be an engineer.
Mm.
Yeah. So he worked on News first CD. But that's how I got in the music business. And then I started going out finding gigs, especially on the holidays, Christmas and New Year's. And by the airport, we played in all those hotels out there.
What's some of the major names that you have met?
Oh, did I manage?
Yeah.
Oh, it was all I call home bands.
Mhm.
But we had one. I got a picture. In fact, we went number one overseas in Europe. It's called Rare Gems. Some of this stuff is still playing.
Well, how about that?
And I'm a music artist myself, so it got to come from somewhere in the bloodline. Do you have musical talent yourself, Brandon?
Yeah. No, I just collect them. I collect the money, bro. I made sure everybody got paid. A couple joints in L.A. Band play. Then honor the restaurant where we was playing. Man, we didn't do good on the door. I said, my business. I said, you hired us to play, and that's what we did. And people, we had a good thought with all my bands. So one cat, man, I broke out my piece. I said, open the cash register, and you owe me this and that. Take it out of the cash register and give it, and call the police. Because I'm taking my money.
You take your management serious.
Yeah.
Very serious.
Very
Yeah,
serious.
yeah.
I took my money.
Yeah.
I can get on the phone right now. Some of them live here now.
Yeah.
And they still respect me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hang with them. I
Right.
don't hang with nobody, matter of fact.
Right.
I've learned how not to do that no more. Because all I do is create confusion. When I was young, I had to, by me being the only boy in the family, and I just had to have people around me. I just had to have people around me. You know, my birthday parties last a week, you know. But I got all that behind me. You know, it's all behind me. Things gone, I'll never do it again.
What would make you have a week-long birthday?
Because I just want to party. That's all. And I would party and I would shop like him.
Oh, yeah.
I would dress.
Oh, yeah, ain't no doubt about that. Yeah, you sure. Yeah.
I still got 2 closets upstairs full of food.
And where did you get that from?
What?
You know, it's
My
not
dad was a
dressing.
preacher.
You did say that.
My dad was the first one to wear the long black robes in the pulpit.
Did you have an opportunity to meet your grandfather?
No. I did not. Neither one of them, my mom's side or my dad's side.
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother, I met, you know, and but the rest of them, my grandparents, great uncles, I met, and they helped take care of us really.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I didn't meet my grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's dad or my dad's dad. So I never really stayed with my dad. I tell, I ain't gonna talk about trash to do, but I should. But I ain't gonna do that.
Right.
I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, we.
So what about your mom? How was your relationship?
My mother? Oh shit, man! My mother stayed with me almost till she died. Yeah, right up. Well, there was her room downstairs. Yeah. My mom. I don't know if you know anything about Compton, but Carlette Street runs from Rosecrans all the way down to the school. It's a long block, and I gave her a house over there on Carlette. And my mother, she was an evangelist. She brought more people to Christ.
Mm-hmm.
The whole block was in her house on Friday night. And you'd be holding Bible study and stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Mom.
Oh yeah, she's from the time I was born to the time she died.
Mm-hmm.
God-fearing woman, Jack.
Yeah.
Straight out,
Yeah.
no cut. Her whole
I
life.
never ever talked back to her, even though I wanted to, but out of respect.
Mm-hmm.
I would, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course.
My mother worked. The main reason I wanted to get her out of Georgia, she working for these white people in the kitchen and stuff. And when I sent and got her, man, I just tell all them white folks bye. They was crying, Mary, you leaving? She said, yeah, my son sent it for me.
Mm-hmm.
And she came on to California.
Yeah.
And I got on 19th and Lewis, right behind the store, I don't know if it's still there. There was some apartments, so I got her one of those apartments right behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Then Loretta Marie came out. Well, Marie came first. And she had Jimmy. And Loretta came out second, and she graduated from Centennial. Yeah, and then she went to college for years, about 8 years. She went to she graduated from over I forget the name of the college she graduated from.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. Well, yeah, but anyway.
Which college did you go to?
I went to Long Beach City. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Me too.
Long Beach City.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody in Long Beach used to know me.
And what did you major in?
Business and management.
So you already had your mind set on doing real estate.
No, not really. I wanted to be in business. I didn't want to work anywhere. I went to work at the shipyard in 1980 because I was in the Navy, and internship, and it was bringing the ballasts back in the commission under Ronald Reagan. And my brother-in-law, Smitty,
Mhm.
he said, man, go to the shipyard. I said, man, I don't need to go to the damn shipyard. Because I had a great business. I had an office in Long Beach, an office in Compton, and one in L.A. So he kept saying, go. So I went down there. I wasn't sitting down with the supervisor, but for 20 minutes and he hired me.
Mm.
He said, man, we need people like you.
Mm.
You know, you got experience and blah, blah, blah. I started off full time, and they almost made me what's called a leader, because I'm the supervisor. When I got hired, he said, man, don't tell nothing. There's 50 people outside Gate 5 trying to get my job I got.
Wow.
He said, don't tell nobody when you go out of Gate for this job. I said, okay. So I went out the gate, went back to my office across the bridge in Long Beach. And they started calling me the next day. They called me for a week before I even went to work.
Mm.
And when I went to work, man, I stayed there almost 10 years, but I still ran my business.
Mhm.
I would get parties, I would launder money at a slush fund gun.
Mm.
You know, I would keep the brothers out of trouble.
So you got a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You got to use an octopus on roller skates.
Yeah,
You
he
know?
did.
Oh,
That
man.
business mind, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
This business
God
mind.
gave it to me.
Mhm.
People will come to me about anything. I did credit repair. I forgot about that.
Mhm.
I started credit repair with a Chinese attorney
Mm.
in LA. We used to give meetings at the convention center, and I would sell books on credit repair for $500 a book. And the way I was
The
working,
book game.
I would let them buy the book.
Mhm.
And if you got your credit cleaned up, I would get you a credit card for what you paid for the book.
Ah,
Mm.
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
smart.
So I did that.
That's right.
That sounds really good.
And I
Yeah.
had a room bigger than this area downstairs,
Mhm.
full of people every month.
Wow.
Every month. Then I went to work for A.L. Williams. You heard of him?
Hmm.
To learn how to market. Any business you have, you gotta learn how to market your business and make money.
That's right.
And that's what I learned from him.
Mhm.
But I did so much stuff I almost. I don't want to sit in like I'm bragging. I'm not bragging.
No, this is just you telling your family story, which I know is true.
Yeah.
And, we just get it so the rest of our generation and his kids maybe will still have this footage around and they'll be here for the generations to
That's
come.
the whole key, man. You gotta
Yeah.
pass something down.
Absolutely.
You have to,
Yeah.
and that's what black people as a whole, not all black people, but a lot of black people fail to do that. I got mine. You get yours.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
And,
You're right.
And that's the way we think, and we think that way because the white man has planted that in our minds.
To keep us separated.
I looked at a lot of history channels right now, African history, and it's some of the most beautiful women in the world come from Africa.
Yeah.
And some of the smartest.
Mm-hmm.
They over there driving Bentleys and stuff, man. And they want us, it poison our mind, all blacks in Africa running around the jungle half naked.
Yeah.
You know, so we could hate them.
Right.
Because they know once all blacks come together, because they're getting washed out right now.
Yeah.
Look at tennis. Blacks taking over tennis.
Yeah. Hmm.
You know, and the thing about it is, we know something, but we won't pass it down.
You're right, Dad.
When I was doing mortgages, you can get on the phone back up.
Hmm.
You take a Mexican and show him a house and you can't really qualify. Let me call my friend. Oh, I'm down here at Jordan's mortgage company. Come down and sign on with me so I can qualify. Right there.
Mhm.
You call up brother, man, fuck you. I ain't coming down there.
Yeah.
But I tell you, man, this and we always look for another brother to give you something. Instead of saying, okay, I'll loan you this. I don't want it back. Pass it down to another brother.
Right.
Help him get something.
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
But we don't do that, man. We don't do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Until we learn how to do that,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to still be running behind. I was looking at Serena in a tennis matches the other day. And the thing about it is, she feels the risk. She got $1 billion. She still mentioned Compton.
Yes.
I'm from Compton,
Yes, she does.
you know.
Yeah, they don't let that go.
They don't let that go. That's where they started.
That's right. That's
They
right.
had game bangers out there. 'Cause
Yeah.
I used to go down and watch them practice.
Right.
And they had game bangers outside the fence keeping other people from fucking with them.
Right.
You know. But it's a lot of things that we're trailing behind. And when I used to get mad with him, this boy got a lot of talent. He's got a lot of talent. And I couldn't pull it out of him the way he wanted to give it to me. Because I knew he could do better.
Yeah.
You know. And he was he dug my ass.
Yep. He lying. I'm not ducking him. Yeah, we'll call him next year. I was ducking him because I know he's gonna tell me, man. I know what I had coming. And the truth hurts sometimes. But yeah. That's the honest God truth.
What I liked about him, he had a good mouth, and he know how to deal with people. If you can deal with people, regardless of what business you're in, if you can deal with people, you're almost over the hump.
Yeah.
Absolutely, boy. Did you hear that there?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is absolutely right.
You almost got it, but if you can't deal with people and talk to people, you might as well forget it. So they're always looking for faults in you.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
They say, I like this, and I like his dad too, but them niggas full of shit.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Instead of getting a piece of this shit, use it to your own advantage.
Absolutely.
You know, they'll shoot you down.
Yes.
You know,
Yes,
we
indeed.
got mad, people got mad with us when we bought this house because most of all the blacks lived on the west side.
Right.
Man, you live up there to the lake. Yeah. I said, yeah, I don't want to live next door to you. But I'll pull you up here where I am.
Right.
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, right.
But why would I pay the same price you paid for your house, and I can get this house for the same price up there and live comfortable?
Right.
Streets clean.
Right.
No holes in the street.
Nothing.
The best food you can buy is up here.
Mm-hmm.
So why shouldn't you get the best for your buck?
Right.
Like I'm doing.
Right.
You know.
That's right.
And they don't want to hear that, man.
And how much you pay for it?
This house?
Yeah. And when did you pay for it?
Oh shit! When I first bought this house, I paid under 40,000.
Wow.
Now it's worth almost $1 million.
Yeah. It's the only of it. That's all there? Why? Why you bought it a long time ago? That's why. Yeah. Probably what? Yeah. Because you bought it so yeah. That's about right.
Inflation.
This house
Yeah.
is 2 years old
Yeah.
when I bought it.
Yeah. Oh, it was only 2 years old, and it was only 2 years old.
And you said what year did you buy it?
What year was that? Shit. Nina,
Yeah,
what year we bought this house?
92.
92.
I came back in 91,
Yeah,
92.
Oh, it's almost $1 million.
Yeah, but look at the if you took the inflation prices now, he's right. Yeah, that's about right.
Well,
Because I remember when I was a kid, I think houses was like you buy a house for $6,000, $7,000 or $10,000.
That little house I gave Mama.
Yeah.
I paid $8,000.
See what I'm saying? But that was a lot of money back then, though.
Yeah, well, the house on, I should have kept it. The one on Butler,
Mhm.
big house over there,
Yeah.
is worth 900,000,
Mm-hmm.
and I only paid 30,000.
That good old early investment. That means we invest now, and 30 years from now,
Yeah.
your money will grow like
You
that.
can't, even property values moved up, but you still can't beat the investment with property. You damn near gonna get your money back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, other than take chances with everything. That's all BS.
Right.
They're trying to push on you right now with stocks. If you don't know stocks and bonds,
Yeah.
and you jump off in it because you got some money, it's wrong.
Yeah. What I'm scared of is that crypto stuff. I don't know enough about that to even deal with it because it's some money that's in the air, some electronic stuff will go on.
Nina knows a
It
little bit.
crashed anyway.
See?
It crashed and burned.
Yep. That's why I was heard about it. I said, I don't like
You
that.
made a lot of money in it though. If you made your money and got out,
Early. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got out.
you got out.
Yeah.
But if you
Yeah.
Just crashed and burned here
Just a
last month.
Yeah.
new game.
Yeah, I think part of the misconception with that from because when people see Bitcoin jump off like that, they thinking that crypto is gonna be like that, but it didn't never get to be like that. So that would I think would make people initially invest in
You
that.
know what I saw?
Well-
Go ahead, man.
Well, Bitcoin is cryptocurrency.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah, Bitcoin is like, you have Coke and Pepsi.
Right.
They're both
The Bitcoin.
slogans,
Right.
but just two different
Different kind.
companies. So Bitcoin is one company.
Right.
That's the first one that got started.
Yeah.
And did the best.
That's
But
what
you
I
have
was
a
saying.
lot of
But you
different
gotta jump on
cryptocurrency
it
companies.
Right. Yeah, because now it's all kinds of them now, but
Yeah.
people was trying to catch the same thing that people call lightning with the Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
But so when the new one jumped, everybody jumped, invested all their money, and didn't get out in time and lost.
Yeah, they lost big time.
Yeah,
The con game, there's so many con games
Yeah.
out there, man.
yeah,
Used to be the airplane game and all
Wow.
this crap. You pay this and you be the pilot.
right.
Everybody come on behind you, you gotta pay you.
Mm-hmm.
I was involved in all hell with all that crap, man.
Right.
But I learned a lot
Mm-hmm.
because I got in early.
Right.
And once I learned that it's BS, I got out of it.
Right.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of things out there that you can get involved in. By you talking about the young lady who came up here to me, I went back and did some research
Yeah.
because I researched everything.
Mhm.
Food.
Yeah.
And she seemed to have to be very knowledgeable,
Very.
you know.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, you know, I was telling you, just keep your mouth shut and learn something.
Hey, Dad.
Because he used to talk to people in money.
She might be watching this later.
I'm telling the truth.
Okay, throw me on the
She
bus.
always happy I said that.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I praise my wife, man,
Yeah.
because I know she's smart,
Absolutely.
very, very smart.
Yes.
And do anything she's ever attacked to do, since we've been together,
Mhm.
has been successful.
Right. Right.
Everything.
Yeah.
And I don't say, well, I'm here, I know everything.
Right.
I used to feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know no more. But
Yeah, but like you were saying, it was just that you want to have a smart woman.
I want to have a smart woman.
Yeah, me too.
The thing about having a smart woman, she can understand what you're trying to do.
Right.
But one got an 8 to 5, and then they got to work.
Mhm.
I don't want to hear that crap.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
that's not what you need.
Yeah, and I think part of you and Nina, because you guys have also had that real estate background, so that after the music, then came the real estate backgrounds together. They just blended
Nina
together.
had
Yeah.
A trucking business open.
Well, there we go. See, she was a trailblazer too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You think it was the universe?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was meant to be the
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just a lot of time men have a tendency to realize I'm the man, so you do what I tell you.
Right, which
I
is
used to
wrong.
feel that way. You know, I used to feel that way.
Yeah.
Those days are gone for me, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think about, and I'm not trying to get no kudos from anybody, but you look at what a woman go through in life, having babies,
Mhm.
taking care of your husband, taking care of the house. A woman needs to be applauded
Yes.
a lot and respected, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because I used to be, you don't talk to me, suck it in my face.
Yeah.
I used to be one of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Right. Yeah.
It's not good.
Right.
I mean, if you want something. If you don't, then
Yeah.
it
Well,
is
if you
what it
continue to act like that, that's probably what you have, a bunch of nothing.
universe.
Not nothing, loneliness anyway.
Did he see
Yeah.
the interview you did with Nina?
No. This is we have we got so much to catch up on that. But I think we got enough information. We're gonna wrap up this edition of
He's good. I said something else about it.
of the Jordan Family Hustle. And I'll talk to you guys later.
Now, I don't know if
Oops.